We made it, people. Happy New Year, most importantly. And also, I just want to say Happy Generational Wealth Wednesday. It's your guy, Jimmie, reporting live from my advisor, JimmieHoward.com. Again, man, just want to welcome everybody to the new year 2020. I hope you guys are just as excited as I am. I'm really looking forward to doing some great things and accomplishing a lot of goals in 2020. Today's focus and moving forward, guys, in order for us to have a prosperous 2020, it begins with the concept of planning. And I just want to, focus today's message about the importance of planning. When I was about the age of 25 years old, I was introduced to the world of self-help, and personal development. My earliest mentor was a guy by the name of Jim Rohn, and I love Jim Rohn because he considered himself to be just a farm boy, small town farm boy from Idaho, and he was definitely a teacher. His ability to speak in layman's terms and get a person to understand the information that he was discerning, it was definitely an asset for me. But one of the things that Jim Rohn attributed his success to was keeping a journal, planning. And this is a concept that I will admit is something that I kind of shied away from over the years. But I've had a experience when I was in college I'll never forget. I was on the front of the school's newspaper, and they actually interviewed us, asked us a couple of questions. And I remember one of the questions that they asked me in particular. This was around 2005, guys. 2005, 2006. They asked me, what is your dream car? Or, what is your ideal car that you would like to have? Or something to that effect, right? And believe it or not, at that time, I was just really infatuated with a Chevrolet Avalanche. So, of course, that was my response, Chevrolet Avalanche. Shortly after, that particular school paper was printed, passed around all throughout campus. And guess what? Now, it didn't happen immediately, but maybe a year and a half, 2 years later, guess what my car was? I had a Chevrolet Avalanche. So there's something powerful in having an idea, conceptualizing the idea, and taking it from here to paper, to actually writing it down. So that's what I want to encourage you guys to do. So that was the motivation behind me coming out with this planner, 2020 Generational Wealth Planner, guys. It was actually a project that I got started on in 2019, but it was on towards the middle of the year, and I just kind of put it off into 2020. And I pretty much had it produced with myself in mind. Like, man, writing a goal down is so powerful. It's a fundamental. It's like if you guys have ever played sports, like for me, I play football, for example. No matter how good you are, everything always begins with the fundamentals, the basics. And whenever you get to a point where you just no longer in the zone, you can't get it right, you're stuck in a rut, you have to go back to the fundamentals, because the fundamentals keep you grounded. The same thing applies when you're pursuing your goals and your passions. And like I said again, I won't lie, this is something that it's a fundamental that I knew, and I gotten away from it over the years. It's important to write your goals down and take the course of action that way. So what can you expect within this 2020 Generational Wealth Planner? It's a few different worksheets. For example, I'm going to try to show it to you guys. But of course, the very first thing is just a way for you to record your personal information. And I want you to, I'm not sure if you guys can see that, but I want you guys to know that this Generational Wealth Planner is from you, but it's not for you. So it's for you to record all your information. Aside from the planner portion of it, this is actually something that you would want to pass on. So a way to keep all your important information centralized. So it starts with, just recording your personal information, things like your insurance information, stuff like that. You guys know I'm a real big believer in the importance of insurance and making sure that stuff is kept in a single place. I'm not gonna go through all the pages, guys. Just gonna show you the important stuff. Let's see what else we have. We have important contacts. Any event that something were to happen to you, who would be the people that would need to be contacted first. You have a funeral planning information. Believe it or not, guys, you guys know I used to work with a funeral home, and I was the what was called a pre-need counselor. And this section, just sitting in the homes of so many different families, I've seen arguments, and I've seen arguments get settled because, just taking the time now while you're still alive to let people know what your final wishes are, as far as everything from what type of music you would want played at your service, what you want to wear at your service, how much you would want to spend on your services. Do you want to be, you want a funeral, you want to be cremated, so that funeral planning worksheet is priceless. What else you have? You have your legacy information for preparation of an obituary. You'll be surprised, people may not even know what high school you graduated from, where you retired, your birthday, stuff like that. So you can record this information. So people have the access, the information on hand. Personal bequests, so you can make amendments in your will. Any special instructions. So this is just blank pages. Any special instructions, any other proprietary information that you would like to leave, notes that you would like to leave. Family budget page, and this is pretty much going to be the same throughout. So you have a calendar page and family budget page for each month. So here, have a little section at the bottom where you have your goals. So you can write down your particular goals for that month, 5 goals. And then underneath it, you have the to-do and the notes about how you're going to accomplish those goals. And it's pretty much the same for each month. And again, family budget is staying on track of your finances, making sure that you're not overspending in areas where you don't need to. So I'm going to include the link for you guys who would like, to take me up on this offer of the 2020 Generational Wealth Planner. But yeah, guys, so 2020 moving forward is all about planning. We got to plan our way, plan our generational wealth. So until next time, guys, happy Generational Wealth Wednesday. Thank you for tuning in. Peace.